Hi, everybody, and thank you for coming to my channel, Living to Do. I'm going to review Kandi Burruss's new show, Kandi and the Gang. Before I do that, I'd like to ask you for you to like and share this video and subscribe to the channel. And also, you can find me on Fanbase, the new monetized app that is out there. You can find me on Fanbase under the same name, Living to Do. Okay, let's get started with this review. First, I want to say Kandi is my favorite housewife. She's been my favorite since the moment she stepped on the screen, and no one's ever replaced her. I've always wanted to go to her restaurant out in Atlanta, OLG, Old Lady Gang. So I'm very excited to review the show and watch this show because she's my favorite. Everything she touches turns to gold, and I'm just a big fan of Kandi's. So the name of the episode 1, is called Welcome to OLG. Looks like she's going to have this reality show based on a lot of the employees that surround her business. And the employees are a mess. She has some relatives working for her, Melvin and Patrick, and her bartender and mainly her host, San Sandika. She's a whole mess. When the bartender says, "What time is it?" Shawndreca says it's shot o'clock. That's what's on her mind. She has videotape of her manager of the restaurant, Brandon, making out with the bartender, Dominique. You can't be fraternizing with the employees. This is why this business is like, it seems like it's definitely needs improvement on the employees, the staff, the way they run things. And that goes from top to bottom, actually. They had to bring in a general manager who was at the restaurant, on the DL because he was sneaking, trying to get a feel of what was going on, I guess, unassuming if you're not the manager, that the employees are going to tell you more the truth of what's going on. So he was in the restaurant posing as a different type of employee, something about menus, but all along he's pretty much spying on them. They have a staff meeting to introduce this new general manager, the director of operations, Philip. And that's where it's announced by Kandi and Todd that Philip is going to be the new general manager. No one seems happy about it. When they pan to the staff, they all seem to have just blank stares on their faces. And Shawndreca, she actually was vocal and says she doesn't like him. She even said she didn't like him. She was talking about him in earshot, and he turned around and confronted her. She's going to be a problem child. She's immature. She's for the streets. She needs to grow up. Don Juan is there as well, and he's always been Kandi's right-hand man. He doesn't really do the day-to-day business of the restaurants, but it's a TV show. I'm sure he's going to be a part of it. Um, it looks like they're going to be bringing back some old staff members that they had in the past. A guy named Torin. He was the event planner for OLG, and then I guess times where they were shorthanded with staff, they made him a manager, and that was just too much for the Torin guy. But it looks like he's going to come back now that the pandemic is kind of slowed down, and they're going to do some more outdoor activities that he'll be planning. They also have another guy, a guy named Brian. He was a former employee. It looks like he might be coming back. He's looks like he dresses in drag half the time. He has toupee hair pieces. He's a character. He's going to be fun. Rashad is a new host. He was actually a host at Blaze, their other restaurant, but he's coming to OLG. And Shawndreca, or something, Shawndreca is going to be training Rashad. Rashad seems he has like more sense than Shawndreca, because she's just, she doesn't take her job seriously at all. I mean, she comes to work late. They have they have reviews out there where people were talking about her, and she needs, change her attitude. This is not how you run a business. And the thing is, Kandi and Don Juan don't really, they think they need to tighten up, but Shawndreca one time had to go home. She was sent home early by Philip, and Don Juan and Kandi kind of questioned that. I think they're just loyal to their staff because their staff was loyal to them probably during their hard times. But that's not good business. And Philip and Todd agrees that they need to send a message. If this woman's not going to act right, they're going to ship her on out of here. And they just took her, had her leave for the day, but it looks like, it's a possibility she needs to be fired. Um, at one time, they had a power outage and there is no generator. They were serving people. Uh, First of all, the wait is forever. It's like 2.5, 3.5 hours. And the power went out and there's no generator. First of all, in Todd, this is where at the top they need to rethink some things. It's not all gravy at the top because Todd didn't want to get a generator due to the cost, and I guess it's problematic, or a hassle anyway, getting a permit that might be needed for the the restaurant. But what about times like this when there's power outage, you can't charge people manually? You're missing out on your money. That's dumb. And what about the food? Some food needs to be refrigerated at a certain temperature and it can't go under a certain temperature, like meats and cheeses. And what are we doing? And you're serving the public? You're going to get, I know the health department has shut them down for health violations. Um, but these are some things you're going to need as a business owner just for your own, to save yourself some heartache as far as losing money, losing customers, and losing food, which is all losing money. It's just not good business sense. It seems like a generator would be a no-brainer, but I don't know. This is named after Candy's aunts, the OLG, the Old Lady Gang, which comprises of her mother, and Mama Joyce, one of my favorite, and her sisters Bertha and Nora, and they are much like the current employees. In fact, when they were younger, I bet there was a lot of Shawndreca in them. Uh, Bertha says that these employees aren't worth a damn, and they showed footage of Brandon, who is the manager, if you can call him that. And they had Nora. She's calling Shawndreca Shawndrilla. She says, and she threatened her. Now, this is Nora, 80 years old, or over 80, told Shawndreca that she would take her, if she takes another step, that she was going to throw her ass over a fence. This is, from the top to the bottom and all sides, they got some people on here, and I think Mama Joyce and her sisters are a show in themselves. In fact, I'd rather have the camera just follow them, those three, because that's the real show. This show is going to be fun. It's definitely it's going to be a mess. I'm here to review it and definitely watch it. It really shouldn't be called OLG. It should be called Running Amok with everybody involved. They're going to have all types of chaos. Looks like they're going to be doing some building exercises, and we're going to see them outside of the restaurant during the course of the season. But I'm here for it. They definitely need new leadership. The new general manager, Philip, seems like he takes nobody's junk. I'm glad he seems like he's not afraid of these people. He'll stand up to these people. He needs to bring a whip so he can control these people. It's going to be chaos and a lot of fun, so I'm here to enjoy it. Please stay with me to and hear the review for the rest of the episodes. I'm here for this. I'm going to enjoy Kandi and the gang. So come by next week for episode 2, a review of episode 2. And for now, that's just all I have for them. It's like a little introduction to the show. Please, again, I like to ask for you to like, share this video, and subscribe to the channel. And find me on Fanbase, the new app that is out there. And I thank you in advance for that. Thank you for stopping by. I'll see you next week. Bye.